what I kind of see with what we're doing. You guys have been around a long time in Empower. You know that we're doing this rollout a little bit differently, and we've been rolling things out differently lately. Where when we started the company, really we kind of would just I would have an idea and we would just launch it. You know what I mean? It's kind of how we did it, and that went to our benefit a lot of the time, and then sometimes it was detrimental because of the part where we really didn't understand how to put the team and the resources together that we needed to get things done right, to really give people a world-class product experience in addition to a world-class business experience. We've always in Empower, we've specialized in kind of being the best environment for you to build an opportunity and to build a business where you're building a life at the same time. And in that process, we've had a lot of great ideas, but we've not been able to do them in the right way, the way that we're doing them now, because we lack the talented people that we need to do that. And so with this challenge, I mean, the real reason why we're kind of like holding y'all off from jumping in there is to make sure that when you do jump in there, the experience is right, because we want to give you guys, going into the beta testing, a world-class product experience that you're going to get excited about, that you're going to brag about to people in your sphere of influence, because that's really how things grow organically. If you look at Empower, I was amazed. If you go back like a year and a half, 2 years ago, we did an event in it was in Austin, Texas. I think we had like 3,000 or 4,000 people at that event, and I just wondered how all these people had gotten in the room. You know what I mean? So I started walking around and just talking with people that were standing around and saying, hey, how did you get involved in Empower Network? Hey, who invited you to get in this thing anyways? And it was a good half of the room that actually had joined Empower Network, that had been invited to look at it from somebody that they just knew and had a relationship with. They weren't, people that clicked on an internet ad. They weren't people that came into a blog post. Those were the people that were showing up in the room. Were people that knew other people who were in Empower and got excited because their friend or their family member or an old friend who's been in network marketing for years was excited. And the reason that happens, the real reason why something grows, is because when people have a real passion, when people have a real excitement about what it is that we're doing. And the excitement for what we're doing is evidenced by tonight's live cast. I got a message from my real good friend, Kim Claver. She's a longtime industry veteran. And she said, I'm excited because I popped on this live cast and there's, 2,000 something people in the comments. And the truth is that anytime we have 2,000 people in the comments, there's another 1,000 people just kind of hanging out who haven't logged into the comments. And she's like, it's just good to see the excitement thriving in our community. Well, the reality is when we go out and roll out this 21-day blogging challenge, the thing that I like the best about it is the effect that it has. Even in the alpha group that we've been testing it, we sort of launched alpha, opened it up, said, hey, go in and test the platform, and people wrote a few posts on it. People gave a bunch of feedback, but what happened was when we released the 21-day blogging challenge, the blogging from that little alpha group just exploded. People started writing posts like every day and then 2 and 3 times a day, because it was so easy to create content and so fast and so understandable that even people that have been in our community for a long time, who we handpicked to be part of that group, got excited and just started writing blog posts like crazy. The cool thing about that is when we released that to the community at large, and this really goes into how do you triple your income with this? How do you potentially grow income by 2 or 3 or 5 times utilizing the power of blogging? Well, that's the way we grew our whole community from the ground up. See, when you build a team here in Power Network, when you get a whole group of people creating unique content and putting their unique ideas out there on the internet in the form of blog posts using your great product, what happens is that the traffic from the collective effort of a very large group of people who are all working together with the common vision, the traffic from that grows like complete crazy. In fact, one of these times I'm going to come on here with just Google Analytics screenshot after Google Analytics screenshot and show you how the traffic in our company and the traffic in our website just grew like on a curve like this for literally 2.5 years straight on our first WordPress foundation that we built. The thing that I'm excited about the most for this is what that's going to do to your paychecks and what that's going to be able to do to the synergy in the teams that you guys have been building with us for a long time. So that being said, guys, I really just want to pop in here and tell you how excited I am. I've been popping in and just utilizing the new blog and submitting feedback, making sure that the user experience is getting right, sure that the bugs are being worked out before we roll it out to a larger beta group. I'm really excited for you guys that are on the beta list. Actually click that button and fill in the form for the treat that we're about to walk into with you. I'm excited more so though for what's going to happen when we together as a community all start like raging maniacs going out into the blogosphere and really just creating some of the best content we've ever created in our lives. I'm not really going to talk a lot more. We have the best team in the world here. I'm really proud of all of you. All the way, everybody on here who's on this panel, you're just doing such an incredible job growing the company and giving your ideas and giving your support and really putting your own creative energy into this. And I wanted to tell all of you who are in the Power Network how excited I am for you, how pumped up I am, and really, I just want to tell you guys something, that if you've been in Power Network for 2 or 3 years, you just ain't seen nothing yet. You have not seen the power and the impact and the effect of taking a group of 10 and 20 and 30 and 40,000 people and all getting them creating a massive amount of content every single day together as a unified, focused, singular army. You haven't seen the effect of putting that into the badass sales funnel that our marketing team has been putting together. You guys don't know about this because we haven't rolled any of this out yet, but behind the scenes, we've had our whole marketing department re-engineering our entire sales process from the ground up, all the way from bringing new members in to getting people all in. For those of you who are affiliates in Power Network, and when we tie this into what we're doing with the 21-day blogging challenge and some of the stuff that we're releasing over the next couple of months leading into January, it's not going to knock your socks off. It's going to blow your shoes off, your socks, your pants, and your underwear at the same time is what it's going to do, because you're going to be so excited. So that being said, what I'm going to do is turn it back over to you, Trev. Just bring on these ever next. Thanks for coming on to all of our guests. I will see you guys on the beach of the world. I'm just going to tune out here and listen in because I like to listen even more than I like to talk, and I like to talk a lot, and so that's saying something. So Travis, over to you, brother. Appreciate you.
Appreciate